Tacoma has already earned its reputation as being a city of fine glass art. But one of our oldest and most foundational forms of art actually goes undiscussed: our rock art. In 1869, as Tacoma was gearing up to become the boomiest of boom towns, a local quarry was discovered in Wilkeson, Washington. This quarry was unique and exceptional in that it produced a naturally waterproof sandstone, easy to carve but didn't need to be treated. The Northern Pacific Railroad was quarrying this stone to be used as ballast along their rail line. However, they started selling it to local contractors to be used as a building material in the 1880s. The building in which the sandstone was first employed as a building material stands today. Tacoma's St. Luke's Episcopal Church was erected by Northern Pacific Railroad President Charles B. Wright as a memorial to his wife and daughter. You can still see the tool marks from the original masons in 1883. This building remains as a beautiful and prominent example of the beginning of the stone art renaissance in Tacoma. The skill has only improved since then, but the beauty continues to linger. The world started to take note, and in particular, Tacoma became obsessed with this building material. Enter the Walker Cut Stone Company. Operating from 1914 until approximately 1959, the Walker Cut Stone Company was the predominant provider of beautifully carved sandstone here in the city of Tacoma. It was operated by Robert Walker and was located right off of Center Street in Tacoma. Because of the waterproof qualities of the Wilkeson sandstone, it was highly valued as a durable building material. However, because it was so easy to carve, it became the prized material for local masons who perfected an art form here in the city of Tacoma. In a time where stone carving and masonry were a true art, a lot of Tacoma's most prominent, exquisite, and beautiful buildings are designed and built with Walker cut stone. The majority of those Walker cut stone buildings exist as prominent landmarks in Tacoma today and examples of the finest art that was done architecturally. Some that you may recognize around town are, not surprisingly, the Walker Apartments on the corner of 6th and St. Helens. This was actually designed by Robert Walker of the Walker Cut Stone Company. He hired Tacoma architect Roland E. Bork to design a building that would be completely faced with Wilkeson sandstone. When it was completed in 1927, it was the first apartment building in the Pacific Northwest to be built with a stone exterior. 6th Ave Baptist Church is also a brilliant example of one of these beautifully handcrafted churches. This Gothic structure was built in 1924 from a design by Heathgrove and Bell Architects and was constructed from Walker cut stone donated by Mr. Robert Walker. On 4th of July 1919, the world got their first glimpse at a prominent piece of stone that would be installed in the Temple of Justice in Olympia, Washington. It was featured as part of the Walker Cut Stone Parade. As a testament to the craftsmanship and artistry, you can still see the majority of these stone carvings throughout Washington state today. Not just at the Temple of Justice in Olympia, but the Bank of California building in downtown Tacoma still features the original hand-carved stone adornments that were first created as miraculous works of art for their time. Essentially, if well-moneyed business leaders were looking to impress or leave a lasting legacy, they went to the artists of the stone community. A prominent example of this is at the Rust Mansion here in Tacoma today, or on the campus of the University of Puget Sound. In August of 2021, the last living carver of the Walker Cut Stone Company, Lloyd Livernash, passed away at the age of 93, and with him, an entire generation of hand-carved stone art risked being lost. Lloyd was an example of a generation that would hand-carve the decorative details throughout the city of Tacoma. Today, you can see his work in a pair of hand-carved stone owls that adorn an entryway on the University of Puget Sound campus. It took him a week to craft these owls using an air hammer and various chisels. It's part of a larger collection of handcrafted stonemason art that adorns the campus today. This beautiful pair of stone birds is a prime example of the stone art that lurks just beyond the shadows throughout all of the city of Tacoma. For those with an eye to see it, look up and you'll see that this city hosts a huge assortment of handcrafted art that served not only a decorative but a functional purpose for the city. The masonry artists of Tacoma have left a far-reaching and incredible legacy of stone art across the state of Washington. As a city and a region, we are so incredibly lucky to have all of these remaining examples of stone art from a generation. We just have to remember to look up occasionally and see them.